This is a camera bag must-have if you're shooting portraits or anything that has a reflection, and that is the Prism Lens FX CPL. All right, today we are testing out the circular polarizer, or CPL. We're excited to finally offer this filter at Prism Lens FX. It's a filter that I've used in heavy rotation for photography and video. And what better way to test it than shooting a black car that has tons of reflection. So yeah, we're kind of gearing up, setting up some shiny boards. The model is in hair and makeup. And yeah, we're basically gonna be kind of shooting out this scene, you know, both photo and video, really testing and showing results of how the CPL can be used to kind of mitigate reflections, but also be used on portraits to kind of help dial in the highlight and sort of kind of create more like beauty-esque shots. So yeah, come join us on set. Dope. So I think there's probably two looks that I think would be really cool to get. I was playing around with the CPL a little bit and even having her pose here, so you can actually see as we roll it, like the paint itself actually like is affected. She's gonna be sitting in here. And then more specifically, I think window down, her in the car, and shooting a variety of angles here, like showing that the CPL will like really take the reflections down. So
are we tucking a mirror board behind the plant there to get a nice?
I think so. The mirror is gonna play a lot spicier and brighter than the reflector.
I want her sitting here to get hit with a nice.
So I think it's, the mirror is like here-ish, like really sending it this way, and I think the reflector is acting like the fill, you know what I mean? Okay. So, I mean, the benefit as the sun gets lower, it's naturally gonna key her, but the fact that, is this a drop top or?
Yeah, I think so. Sam, is this a drop top?
Or no?
No.
Okay. So go a little bit further down.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, let's try it. All right, so we are using a shiny board reflector. Honestly, when you're starting out as a videographer, photographer, you've probably used those, they call them like flex fills, but they kind of blow and flutter in the wind. So the cool thing about this being a 4x4 is you can add it to a beefier stand. So no matter the wind, you can like really dial it in. So it pretty much just goes right in. And once you kind of loosen it, you can kind of angle and dial it in like that. And it really helps, like, especially in a situation where we're trying to put light into a car and we're not using HMIs, you can just use the power of the sun to really give a nice sort of soft return on your subject's face. So.
You think I'll be able to get that angle?
I think so. But see, given that the sun is actually behind us, it's gonna almost need to be tabled. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to say, do you think I can hit that
Let's
angle
try it.
or no?
Yeah. And we lucked out, it being a very sunny day, like it's gonna be fucking bright, which is awesome. So this is actually a mirror board, like the name suggests. It is actually like just a straight up 4 foot by 4 foot mirror. And it ends up being a lot brighter than a reflector board because you're just getting a direct reflection for the mirror. I'll just shake this up and actually spike the camera right now. Like, let's see, right there. I mean, it's very bright, and we're going through a pretty heavy ND tinted picture car. So something like this is on a bright sunny day just as bright as like an M18. So yeah, we'll just be using this to kind of create like a nice backlight on our subject.
All right, so right now I'm grabbing our new Cine Hardstop V&D. Previously, our V&D only went to 1.5 stops. This new version goes from 0.9 to a 21. So it's a little better when obviously you're shooting out in just like the bright sunlight. The current V&D from 0.3 to 1.5, it just doesn't give you enough stops when shooting out in direct sunlight. So this new version will allow you to do that. I'm going to be shooting some B-roll today as we're shooting these car scenes that we're testing out the CPL on, as well as getting some great examples using this. This is the blackout version of the original Cine Hardstop V&D. We will have both blue and black. The blue is for those that kind of want to make a statement and have something poppy on the end of their lens. The black is for those who want to keep a more just subtle, clean build and look. But this is our color Pantone, Prism Lens FX Pantone blue. So the reason we made the filter in this color is so when it is on the front of your lens, it stands out. It's like a conversation starter. Someone's like, what is that on your lens? And then people are like, oh, Prism Lens FX. So that is kind of why we went with the Pantone blue version, but we listened to our customers who want an all blackout version as well. And we have that and made that as well.
So the scene we're kind of setting up for right now is basically a before and after that typically on a lot of our landing pages on our website, we like to kind of show the results of the filter. And the best way to really show what a V&D can do, especially this one, our new one that can go to basically a 2.1, is by showing a before and after of the lens stopped all the way down to like a T or f/16, you know, kind of blown out, not that much depth of field at all. Then basically adding our new V&D2, opening our lens to a T2 or T2 2.8, and showing that like by using this V&D, you can shoot at those shallower apertures. And I'm sure while I'm talking, we'll like cut to some B-roll, but that's kind of the setup we're setting up for right now.
Perfect.
You have it on?
Yeah, so now.
That's dope, dude. Since I think we've lost the light for the model,
right,
there's so much, like the car is like perfectly polished. I think if we can find really cool kind of chrome or different like 3/4 perspectives, yeah, like I think just sort of rolling the reflection off of certain things could be sick.
Like this, watch.
We need to watch our reflections
yeah, hold
though,
still
so
really
probably
quick.
fly, yeah, okay.
No, they're good, they're good. So if I were to roll it,
yeah, that's
like
sick.
that. CPL close, gonna open it back up.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, like that. Seeing all the clouds, losing the detail of the blacks is like no good. And then we'll close it down. Brings the focus to the emblem.
money.
Like, boom.
I think like also like a 3/4, like feeling the Lincoln and all this right here could be sick.
I'm gonna come down. Help me get down.
Here, find the frame, and then I'll just lower the sticks to it. So if you want to go like handheld and find something.
Hold on. I might try this really quick. Opened up.
That's fine.
Yeah, because like that looks just like with the reflections, almost looks washed out.
Yeah.
Kind of lose some of that
Gives
detail.
like contrast, yeah.
And now taking the CPL down, that richness gets pulled back a little bit.
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
So today, what we're shooting with to demo the effect of not only the V&D but the CPL is the Red Komodo 6K, the original Red Komodo. I've got a set of Sigma Cine series lenses, 18 to 35, as well as a 50 to 100. And then, yeah, just a small HD, like 5-inch monitor. And then all of the camera bits and bobs and accessories are from Wooden Camera. And yeah, just a little cheap Benro tripod. This thing gets the job done though. It's been with me for like, I don't know, 5-6 years. It's still kicking.
My favorite is I'll sometimes hit Jordan with that, damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. It's the, man, the damn that's crazy is like when someone's telling you a story but you're not really listening, and it's just like the auto response is like, oh, damn, that's crazy. It's
Dude,
like
the worst is being at a party and you're kind of like trying to see other friends of yours at the party, and someone's just gabbing your ear
you're just
off.
like,
you're like, oh
damn,
yeah,
that's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. It's like if someone hits you with that, just know they're not paying attention to what you're saying.
They're just trying to curb you.
Trying to get out of that conversation. So currently swapping to a 50 to 100 mil to really get in tight to kind of get that portrait look and see the difference that the CPL makes when shooting a video portrait.
Yeah, because kind of as I mentioned before, a lot of times, you know, I think we think of CPLs or polarizers being used to like see into a pool or see through a reflection, which we're doing, right? But you have to think of your, you know, subject's face as a surface that has contour and highlights and shadow side. And you know, having a polarizer really allows you to kind of dial in the reflection. And honestly, it's sort of like a kind of a secret that you know, coming up as a DP, a lot of my friends of mine would always have a CPL, and as soon as they're about to go for a take, especially shooting like, you know, females, models, just rolled a little bit and it'll just kind of clean up a little reflection, and it just kind of makes their face a little bit, you know, stand out. So we're gonna do a little demo of that on a 50 to 100 Sigma zoom. And yeah, we're gonna kind of just roll the polarizer before and after, just so you can kind of see what we're talking about. So cool, so that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed joining us on this video and photo shoot. And yeah, we're kind of trying to do a bigger initiative where we're making more like Prism Lens FX content, long form on YouTube. Both Jake and I, Jake more than me, like have actually had a presence on YouTube and like doing more longer form stuff that's not just quick little hits on short form. So yeah, if you enjoyed this sort of style content, joining us on set, testing out filters, and just being a part of this kind of creative environment, yeah, let us know. You know, I don't know if you have anything to add.
I mean, you pretty much said it all. Yeah, we're trying to just do more long form content where it's like you really get a behind the scenes look of not only how we're like shooting and testing filters, but how we're lighting scenes and talking about the equipment and gear we're using, whether it's a camera or, you know, something like mirror boards. So if that's something that's interesting to you and you find value in that, consider subscribing. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video.